How's it going? How are you? Once again, this is Polo Go, praise one, love one, God only. And I'm on a mission to bring hope to as many people and their families that I can, starting with my own family and extending worldwide, all over the universe. Because when I leave this body, I'm going to continue on to the next stage. And like Albert Einstein says, energy never ceases to exist. It's my great honor and pleasure, and I'm so grateful to be here with you. And thank you for checking in with me as well, because all I'm doing is checking in with you guys as well, making sure that all is well with you guys, that you guys are safe, that you guys are healthy, that you guys are guarding your mind, that you guys are maintaining, that you guys are challenging yourself each day to take it to the next level, to self-improve every day in every way, that you guys, along with myself, that I'm taking advantage of every second that every day has to offer me, through the ups and downs, through the goods and the bad times, through the great times and the worst times, through all the between times, through every type of moment and time that comes my way. I hope that you woke up feeling relaxed and recharged, that you have a super and excellent and productive week. And that when it's all done and said, that each day that you're able to make it back home to be safe with your loved ones. And when you do, when you arrive home, or if you're working from home and you're done and you clock out, then utilize that time to share with your loved ones and really get to feel that emotion, feel that oneness, that closeness, that whatever we're going through globally has brought us an opportunity to become closer with ourselves and then with our loved ones and appreciate. And for those, my brothers and sisters that aren't there yet, that are still suffering because of the loss of a loved one, or because something happened that was out of your control but you got blamed, or because something happened and someone lied to you and then they're still throwing the blame on you and they're mistreating you and they're making you feel like you're less than and you're not worthy. And for all my brothers and sisters that are lost and they're deaf and blind and don't see any hope at the end of the light they don't see no light or hope at the end of the tunnel, and it's just dark, this is for you guys. And for all my brothers that are hanging in there and they're taking this with stride and they're actually using this moment to rise up to the occasion, I want to thank you. And I want to say to all of my brothers and sisters how proud of you I am. Yes, I am. How proud of you I am. And hang in there. Don't dwell in your past. Don't dwell in what happened in the past. But focus on today, in this very moment of right now, and what you can do and what solution you can come up with. What can you take away from whatever happened, and what you can create on today and make it happen. Once again, what you can take away from whatever happened, and what solution you can create today to make it happen. And remember, an active mind and body and motion allows me to heal my emotions. And through exercise on a daily basis, I exercise all my demons and take it to the next level. Blessed and unstoppable, yes. So I wanted to check in with you guys today because obviously it was Labor Day weekend and just passed us, and I hope that you guys had a good one. Hope you guys had a safe one. And my question to you, what a difference, right? It was different, right? I think it was. This Labor Day was like no other, just like 2020 has been like no other. But needless to say, we're all gonna be all right. We're gonna make it through this. We're gonna make it through this stronger, better than ever. Now, for my brothers and sisters that you're still holding on and you haven't accepted what's going on, and you're holding on to to the old way of you and the old way of thinking and the old way of being and the old way of handling situations, be warned that that's not going to help you for when we make it out of this, because they are going to come out with an antidote. They're going to make money off of that. They're going to make money off of our pain like they always had and they always will, but we're going to make it out of this. But what is required is a new way of thinking, a new way of finding solutions and creating solutions, opening up new doors and closing other doors, opening up new avenues and trying new things. Remember our generation in the United States back in the 20s and I think it was the 20s and 30s, they went through the Great Depression. And if they were able to deal with that and they didn't have no technology, they didn't have no way of being connected to one another, and they made it, then look at us. We're spoiled rotten. We got phones. Look, I can make a video, shoot it out to you guys, check in with you guys, and let you guys know that everything's gonna be all right. But it's all on you. It's all on me. It's all on me. It's all on you. You know what I mean? We're spoiled. We can go on the internet. We got air conditioning. We could put on an AC. Yeah, there's fires going on in California, and thank God for the firefighters. And this is the time for when they're in action, and I bless and I pray for them, right? But look, the rest of us, we're spoiled rotten, man. We got a roof. We got a ceiling fan, man. We got our minds, man. We got our fingers, our healthy bodies, man, that we can go out there and create things and take responsibility of what solutions we can come up with without having to manipulate or take advantage of nobody, but only take advantage of the opportunity that has been presented to each and every one of us to bring on a version 2.0 of everybody, bring out a version 2.0 of myself. Once again, everything that I say, it goes directly towards me because it's reciprocal. Whatever I put out there, I shall receive, but also whatever I get and I receive, what am I giving back? So this is all reciprocal, and whatever I say, it's more directly directed towards me, so I don't ever forget from where I came from. Came from darkness, chaos, lost, wandering, unfocused, ungrateful, hopeless, frustrated, lost, blind, man, physically killing my body, spiritually dead. I came from a me world, and I can never forget that. So that's why I check in with you guys, and I want to share this with you guys because it keeps me on check, right? So I've been thinking why, the reason why I do what I do. And I want to share something personal with you guys, and in the hopes of maybe it can touch one brother or one sister of mine that is out there. You know what I mean? So going back to Labor Day, man, it was a different one for me. Most of the time, situations like that, I wouldn't be here. I would be out on the beach, or I would be out in the city, out in the hood, out in the streets, having a good time living in the world, doing worldly things, right? But then, more than 9 years ago, I was diagnosed with cirrhosis of the liver, and my kidneys 7 times. They were enlarged 67 times the normal size, and legally blind and diabetic all at once. And then I had to make a decision, right? I had to make a decision to either continue to go into a path of destruction doing my way, or follow God's plan. Once again, or follow God's plan. Now, what you see in front of you, it took about 20 to 25 years. It's a work in progress. Towards the end, I finally fell in love with the progress, because now I see how beautiful life is. Things don't go my way at all. I don't want to tell you and try to make it seem like, oh, things are always happy and up in my way. No, but I know that no matter what, I just got to put in my best effort, show my good face, and have faith on the Most High. Because there is no weapon formed against me that shall ever prosper, and I can do anything and everything through Jesus Christ that dwells within me, and that He has a purpose for me. And that purpose is maybe I could be a miracle to someone else in the meantime that I'm waiting for my miracle. But in reality, the miracle is every day that I wake up and I have my lungs filled up with the breath of oxygen, allowing me to begin another day and allowing the healing process to continue in my life, in which I challenge myself to make this day count and to let go of all insignificant, negative, and all emotional baggage that I don't need to carry, man. I carried that for so long, it's not even worth it. It's not even necessary. It just drags me, man. It drags me and it holds me down, and it keeps me it keeps me not progressing, not self-improving every day in every way. So that's the miracle in itself. So while I'm challenging myself, then hopefully I could be a miracle to someone else who's asking like, man, why this or why that, or life is so hard. Yeah, life is supposed to be hard. Life is like a wheelbarrow. You don't get nowhere until you start pushing and pushing and pushing on that wheelbarrow of life. And if you fall down, then get up and dust yourself off, man. Dust yourself off and keep going, man. 'Cause things happen for a reason. Things happen in the moments when you think everything's going good. In the moments when you think you got it all covered. Things happen, man. And it's when those times, when all the times that you fell down and you were able to get up and dust yourself off, that you're gonna have to do it again and realize it is not about me anymore. It never has been, and it never will be, man. Oh man, and it's such a beautiful thing. And then I start realizing how precious this day of life is. This day of life is not just life, but how precious this day of life is. This day, this single moment. This is borrowed time, you guys. Borrowed time. Borrowed time. We're here today and gone today, man. So what am I wasting my breath on? What am I wasting my thoughts on? What am I wasting my healing on? What am I wasting this precious gift of life on? On worrying? On holding resentments, man? On being mean to others because people have been mean to me? On holding anger issues? On not forgiving of others and forgiving of myself? Am I using this day to not be productive, but instead being counterproductive and not focusing on the reason why I do what I do? And the reason why I do what I do is to help and to give back, especially to my parents, man. To my parents, man. They sacrifice so much, man. Oh, they sacrifice so much to give me so much, and it's not fair for me to not give back as much, and even more now than ever. No, it's not. It's not gonna happen. It cannot. It will not. Things happen in life in moments where I don't understand, and I really don't, but I don't lean on my understanding. I lean on God's understanding, and He makes me strong in my weakness, man. And when things are going well and then all of a sudden something happens, then I gotta focus and regroup and be like, you know what? Let's do this again. Now let's really appreciate this borrowed time that He has given me with my parents, with my loved ones, with people that are around me. Whether they like me or don't like me, it doesn't matter, man. Whether they judge me or don't judge me, whether they put me down, whether they're all betting that I'm gonna fall off, man, or whether they're being negative to me and then they don't want to see me shine, it doesn't matter, because this is borrowed time. What matters is the sacrifices that my parents did for me, and then my grandparents, and then my ancestors, and my ancestors, and my ancestors. And then the sacrifices that they did for me is not going to go in vain. And then for the sacrifice that my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, King of all kings, did for me. Yes, that's what really matters, man. Okay, so Labor Day weekend, right? And remember, we're placed in situations, and the timing is always right. But whether we see it or not, it's all on me, man. So like I was saying before when I was doing worldly things, living in the world, I wouldn't be here celebrating with family and nothing like that. But because of this special gift with my eyes, oh man, which was a special gift, mutation, X-Men type of thing, bringing out the superhero in me, right? But not for me, but to bless others and be a blessing to others, just like others have been a blessing to me through God, right? So on Sunday, this past Sunday, it was about 110 degrees, man. And my dad, man, he's a machine, man, just like my mom. My mom's a machine. They're unstoppable, man. And what right do I have to just be laying in bed and doing nothing? And now I'm so tired and I can't do nothing. Oh, I can't do nothing. Who am I to even try to think that way or have an attitude like that? No way. So my dad, right, he's out there, me and my dad, I got up and we're out there cleaning the backyard and doing this. And I'm like, hey, Pops, it's kind of warm, bro. You know what I mean? It's kind of warm, bro. He's like, we got to get it done, man. I'm like, all right, let's get it done. Let's go, boom, boom. Then he went inside for a little bit, and I'm out there sweeping and watering and moving things around and situating the tables and chairs and stuff, right? And then he came back out, and I guess he had on his trunks, and then he jumped in the pool, man. And I didn't think nothing of it, man. You know what I mean? And then he yelled out for my name, and he said, Marco. He never does that, man. And then I got close. I said, what's up, Pops? He said, I can't see. I can't see. I said, oh, snap. Now I know how that feels. So now I took it serious. And I got close to him. And I brought him out of the pool, man. And I sat him down. And I was on the phone with G Papa 95. And I'm like, whoa, bro, I don't know what's going on, man. And he's like, well, he might be having a heat stroke. Grab an ice pack, put it in the back of his neck. So I went inside real quick. I got the house phone and I got him some we didn't have an ice pack, so I grabbed like a bag of frozen vegetables and I put it behind his bag. And I got there and then my pop started throwing up, man. You know, and then I called 911. And then now it's time for some action to be level-headed, right? And handle the situation like when I was in the Navy, right? Like everything that I've been doing has been in preparation, man. Every day's training day, man. Every day, man. Every day, right? You know what I mean? All right. So I called 911 and I thank them for everything that they do. And then I said, my dad needs help. I think he might be having a heat stroke. So then they come and then I pick him up and I walk him inside and he's trusting me, man. He's trusting me to hold his hand, man, and then hold him really hard, man. You know, I had to hold him. He almost fell, you know what I mean? He almost fell. He was like so weak and I had to get him really hard, right? And walk him to his bed, inside his bed, and we laid him down and we took off his clothes because he was wet, right? So we had to undress him and then we had to dress him back up, right? And then the fireman came and I handled the fireman and I'm answering all their questions and I'm talking to them like I'm supposed to, right? You know what I mean? And then my dad's talking about how his chest hurts, right? And he has pain in his chest, right? And then they take him and then I'm like going to the ambulance and I'm touching his head and I'm praying for him, man. You know what I mean? And my mom's there too and we're praying for him. And then they take him, right? And then hours later, my mom gets to go to the hospital because, you know, the situation is that's going on right now, right? And she was told that when my dad arrived to the hospital, he went straight to the operating room, and the doctors were waiting for him, and they operated on him. What had happened was he had a heart attack. And they told him if you would have got here any amount of minutes later, you would be dead, man. Dead. So then my mom stayed there for a little bit with them, right? Kept them company, and she came home, and we gave thanks to God, right? He's alive. And then he came home yesterday. We gave thanks to God, you know what I mean? And from the time that he was in the hospital till now when he came out, I started thinking, man, this is borrowed time, man. This is borrowed time. God has given me a couple more years, months, days, years, I don't know, X amount of time with my dad and my mom. What am I gonna do, man? So it gives me more reason to focus on my reason why I do what I do. That is to appreciate them, to value them, to honor them, to comfort them, to give them peace, to do and do whatever I can to help them in any shape, way, or form that I can. Because we're here today and gone today, and maybe I'll leave before them, or maybe not. But I gotta be strong. And like David Goggins says, you gotta grow mental callous in our brain and our emotions, because the day will come where I get a call at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, or any day throughout the day, talking about a loved one passed, man, and I can't go berserk that day. I gotta be strong. So I gotta learn every day and take every day preparation as a training day, so I could learn all the skills, everything that I need to learn, how to cook more, how to listen to their stories and their advice, how to be there for them, because it's not about me. And if it wasn't for this gift that God gave me of being legally blind, where I can't drive, you know, I'm here at the pad, right, on Labor Day weekend, and I'm really appreciative and grateful, and I'm spending time with them. But I was here for when my dad needed me, and I was able to, help him out, man. You know what I mean? Just like he did, just like my mom did. They helped me out when I was dying. There was a time when my dad said, we need to help my son. He's dying. We can't let him die. And then now the tables have turned, and it's a beautiful thing. It's an honor. I don't have to. I get to honor my mom and my dad. What I get and I receive, I'm giving back. I have to give back. I get to give back. I don't have to do nothing. I get to give back, because it's reciprocal, and it's part of life, in the process of life, of growing and understanding and realizing. So the reason why I do what I do is to bring out the best version of myself. Is to honor my parents and to take care of them all the way to the end, just the same way they took care of me, and how they spoiled me rotten. I'm gonna spoil them. Oh man, the reason why I do this is to reach as many of my brothers and sisters out there that I can, who feel like they're alone. You're not alone. No, you're not. I'm there with you in spirit. Legions of guardian angels are there in spirit. God's hand is there if you ask and if you want, and if you don't want to, it's okay, but we're still praying for you. The reason why I do this is because it's my purpose. It's what drives me. Oh yes. So what drives you? What's your reason why? What's your reason why you're complaining? What's your reason why you're winning? What's your reason why you're creating problems? What's your reason why you're creating solutions? We all have to internally reflect and be brutally honest and find out what our priorities are. It doesn't matter what happened in the past. It matters what we're doing right now, this very moment. Because something's gonna come. It will. And when it comes, it's better that we're focused and we're standing firm. Because with God on our side, nothing can stop us. So we can handle any and every situation and keep it going. Because the sacrifices that people have made for us, we can never forget that. I can never forget that. And the sacrifices that my Lord and Savior, my King of all kings, Jesus Christ, did for me, I can never forget that. Never forgive that. Never. So what is your reason why? What are you doing? Oh man. Once again, to all my brothers and sisters that are in the trenches, thank you. Let's continue to do this. Let's continue to be salt and give flavor to this world and preserve. Just like salt does, you put salt in food, it gives flavor to the food and it preserves it. Let's continue to be salt and let's continue to be light. And let's shine bright, and I'm there with you. United, we are stronger. Let's rock and roll. It's my great pleasure to check in with you guys. Don't forget how beautiful you are, how intelligent you are, how unique you are, how special you are, how one of a kind you are, how there's greatness within you. Oh, yes, and how everything is possible. Everything is possible, but it requires action. It requires hard work, which is mental. Breaking through all mental barriers. Yes, and letting go of our old ways of thinking and reacting. What helps me, you guys, is I challenge myself to be slow to anger, slow to react, and be quick to think and quick to listen. What helps me, you guys, when I feel all anxiety or feel all anxious, start breathing and start putting my body in motion, right? And just call on the power of God. You know, what helps me is if I have to cry and let it go. Let go of that pain so I can come back to the laughter and the joy. Because after joy comes pain, and after pain comes joy. Just like sunshine and rain. Well, you guys, once again, this is Polo Go. Praise one, love one, God only. You can feel free to check out my library of all my videos on Instagram. They're there, and if there's anybody that you think that they might need this, feel free to share it with them. Feel free. I just want to help one person, at least one person, a brother or sister of mine, a king, a fellow king and queen, to help them rise and dust themselves off and continue. You guys be safe. Blessings. I have you guys in my prayers. Oh, we're praying for you guys. Take care. Let's go be amazing. Let's get it done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Polo Go. Praise one, love one, God only. And I'm on Instagram, IG under OG Polo, Polo, Go. That's OG space POLO space GO. Take care. Bye-bye.